Hi, this is Matt with AppliancePartsPros.com. Today we'll be showing you how to repair your appliance. Remember, anytime you work on an appliance, make sure it's unplugged or the circuit breakers are off so there's no chance of electrocution. Also make sure you turn off your hot and cold water supplies. In this video we're going to show you how to change out the timer. It's going to be a very easy repair and should only take us a few minutes to show you how to do it. If you already have one, great. If not, you can click on the link below or get it from AppliancePartsPros.com. When you open up the box, you're going to find a new timer inside. The timer is the main control of the washer. It controls all the cycles. The main reasons you'd be changing it out is if the motor shorted out or any of the contacts inside the timer shorted out, not allowing the washer to go on to the next step in the cycle. The first thing we have to do is to remove the control panel. It's usually held in place by two screws. They're located in either the front or the rear of the control panel. Some models have trim covers that you have to lift off to gain access to the screws, and on other models they have spring clips that you have to slip a putty knife underneath to release them. Once you have your screws out, slide the control panel forward about 1/2 inch and lift it back over the back of the machine. Now that we have the console open, if you slowly turn the timer knob, you'll see that the center of the timer rotates. This is what we need to grab with our needle nose pliers and hold on to while we tilt the cabinet up and pull the timer knob off. Now that we have the knob out of the way, we can pull the timer dial off. It just pulls straight off. Now we can take the timer out. In order to get the timer out, we have to disconnect the two wiring harnesses. The smaller one on the top is for the drive motor. Just stick your small screwdriver in there to release the locking tab and pull it out. The other plug is much bigger, but it works the same way. Stick your screwdriver underneath the small tab to release it and pull it off the timer. Once you have everything disconnected, the only thing that holds the timer in place is this little plastic locking tab, which you can lift up with your small screwdriver and then slide the timer towards the center of the machine. Here's the old timer next to the new timer. If you already have one of these, great. If not, you can get it from AppliancePartsPros.com. In order to mount the timer, we have to line up these 4 little mounting tabs with the holes on the console and slide it towards the outside of the machine so the locking tab locks into place. Now we have to reinstall the wiring harnesses onto the new timer. This piece right here locks onto this piece right here on the timer. So when you slide it in, make sure it's lined up onto there. Once you have it on there, just push it on so it locks into place. Then we have to reinstall the drive motor wire connection. Just push it into place so it locks. Next thing we have to do is put the timer dial back on. There's 3 little locking tabs, 1 wide one and 2 small ones, which line up on the timer shaft. Once you have those lined up, just push it back on. Okay, to put the knob back on, depending upon what position the shaft came in originally on the timer, you may have to pull it out. This one's pushed in, so we need to pull it out. And then we need to take our small screwdriver and push this back down so we can get the knob on. That'll release these pins so the knob can slide back on. If you look inside the timer knob, you'll see that 2 sides are flat and kind of at an angle, and those line up with these edges here. So don't try to put it down over this edge, it won't work. Once you have it lined up, all you have to do is push it back down and then push it down to lock it into place. To close up the console, all you do is rotate it forward over the front of the machine. Make sure the locking tabs lock in place, pull it back about 1/2 inch, and replace the screws. Now that you have the machine reassembled, you can go ahead and plug it back in, turn the water back on, and take it for a test spin. Thanks for joining us for another successful repair brought to you by AppliancePartsPros.com. Check out our other repair videos on our site, Facebook, and YouTube.